Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you a tool called Workload Planning, which can help you better understand the workload of your students and can help you better plan when to make assignments due and what type of work you'd like to assign your kids. So in order to see our students' workload, I first need to come into one of my Schoology courses. So here I am in an honors English course. And on my tools here on the left-hand side, I'm going to go into Workload Planning. Once I click on workload planning, I'm going to see the workload for my period, and I'm going to see here how many of my students meet a certain threshold of assignments due per day. In this example here, my assignments due per day are 2 or more. So in this top bar here, I'm going to see a total number of students here who have 2 or more assignments due on a particular day, and that's going to turn red when more than half the class meets that threshold. If I'd like to adjust that threshold to maybe less items due per day, I can drop that down to 1 and I'll see the total number of students who have more than 1 item due per day. Or if I'd like to make that a little bit more strict, I could go up to 3 or more items due per day, and I can see here that that changes the minimum that I'm seeing here. I'm going to drop that back down to 2 or more items per day, and I can see here that Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, more than half my students have more than 2 items due that day. If I scroll down, I can see a little bit more individual information about my students. Like I can see here, Tuesday looks like it's going to be a pretty bad day. So I can scroll down and I can see a little bit more information about my students. I can see quite a few students have 4 or 5 assignments due on Tuesday. A lot of them have 3 assignments. Some have as many as 6 assignments. If I like to see more information about a particular student and the assignments they have due, I can click on the cell relevant to that student, relevant to that day. And I'm going to see a little bit more information about what the assignment name is, what class that's for, who the assigning teacher is. So that'll give me a little bit better idea of the rigor of these assignments so that I can understand if Tuesday is going to be a good day to assign some work to these students, or if maybe I should wait for Wednesday or Thursday. I can close it out, and I could, of course, move on to another student and take a look at another student's workload as well. If I would like to plan ahead, I can use these arrows up here to move forward a week. So I could start looking at what the following week looks like, and I could even go a little bit further out into the future. I can see at this point they have no assignments towards mid-October. I could also go back in time if I want to see historically the workloads that my students have completed. And if I go back a week here, I can see that Friday, September 25th was a really rough day. Some of my students had 9, 7, 6 assignments due. Again, we've got a student here with 9 assignments due. So this gives me an idea of the workload they were doing previously. And so maybe I can help better balance. Hopefully this video gives you a better idea of how to use the workload planning tool so you can make better choices of when and how to balance work for your students so they aren't overwhelmed by items due in Schoology. Thank you for watching.